Where do you think I should start connecting from? I just watched a video with Mind Apart telling you about the same story I told you. The Ouija, I didn't say it was the Ouija board. I'm not going to take it away from Mind Apart. He is on YouTube. You want to go see Mind Apart? I saw a couple of his videos. They're right on in line. Some of them line up to my own, but he's very good. He's connected it. He's taken his time. He's put it in order. He's given a color to every single key. When your fingers touch a key, he's given a color to your fingers. Your thumbs, okay? He's painted fingernail polish on it. He put fingernail polish on all the keys, and he's now connected all the keys. Now you can say to him, "Hey, Mr. Mind Apart, maybe those colors aren't good there, but let me tell you one thing. If anything's done and I see it, okay, there's usually a reason, and it always means something. Mind Apart, I don't know which color he put on what, but I looked at a couple of them, and they work. And if you want to think about Ouija board, why don't you just think about the French and God? Oui, J, yes God. Jouy, jouy, jou, jouy, jouer, to play. You know, I looked at my phone, and the Q is on my keyboard is on the left. The 1 is above it, and on my phone, it's on the Q. Everything connects. Whatever got pulled back together, it connects. It all tells a story. What do you think? I'm crazy and I'm just telling you this for the attention? I'm telling you this because we get together, we associate the entire world of the ununited. Because when you are united, in most cases, they first unite you in a coliseum, and they don't let you in unless you give them cash. Now you're united. And when it's time to get united on the outside, one here and one there, and you're not famous, nobody wants to get together. They want to get together with the ones who are connected. United. Imperial. Capital. Royal. This is a very short tape I'm making. These cards are not actually reflections. It's not possible that they're reflections, because there are things on one side that are not exactly on the other side. And you see the hand of the Jack? How in the world is Jack going to put his hand that way? Please. These are suits. These are stand behind. These are maybe examples of what God had to do. Okay? He holded out the staff for the club Jack. Here's the staff, club Jack. You hold it down below. Do not show your hands, for the Jack of Clubs hands rests right here. These are the Jack of Clubs hands. How does he do this on his chest? How is that possible? He can't do it. It's impossible. These cards are impossible. Okay? That means this reflects man, and man is impossible. Anyways, it's a short video. Oh, another thing. You see this tie in the center where it's going around and around and around? Don't you remember doing that with wiring once before? And all those blue, they're jacks. They're jack hooks. Okay? This here on the left is turned up like a D, and on the right it's turned up like a 6. D6. This clover says Trinity. Okay? But the point of the other clover, or the point of the matter of anything, is always the heart. See that? He's got that sword in his head. One pin holds together that sword. That one pin goes through it. That ain't no sword. He's curling his hair of some way. It looks like a sword. And if you look at the yellow piece on it, one goes up like a D, okay, and the other goes down like a D. That's a reflection of both sides. Now look at his thumb. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. His thumb is underneath the fingers. That's in this picture. Okay. The hats, if you take 4 of these hats and put them together, you design an alien spaceship. Anyways, I really didn't come on to say anything today more than Mind Apart and a various number of others out there. We're all a little bit the same, and we're all a lot different. 5775. You know, we say, oh, look at the past. God never came. God never helped. It's coming now. It's going to help us this time. But nothing's wrong. Or is there something wrong? There's something wrong with our money. Okay? The value of the money is changing. People and money's value are changing. We have to change the values of the people in order to completely change the value of the money. Okay? When I first started work, I was getting about $2.50 an hour. Today, I get 10. Ain't a lot for 30 years of work. 30 years at 50 cents a year raise, that'd be 15 bucks. So I'm short paid only 7. But that's okay. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this for the pride and the joy. Thank you, Mind Apart. It's you that made me do a video this morning just to say, go see Mind Apart. Because I didn't really watch much of his videos, or many of them in other words, but I know they're right on, or most of them are right on. And even if they're off or on, both an explanation. So if your mind is apart, then why don't you go 7-Up? Take a look at the 7-Up. Okay, the red dot. Okay, they also have Fido on the 7-Up. Who came first, Fido the dog, or Fido the man on the 7-Up with a triangular head made out of sticks? Yeah, he's got 2 stones in his nuts. His 2 stones are nuts. He's nuts and he's got 2 stones. Sticks and stones, bubbles in air. I'm leaving now. Just to show you my last thing. Now I'm going to do the one with the king. I'm putting together a puzzle like this, where I'm going to connect all the body parts. But I'm going to have to leave certain things together. I don't know if you ever noticed in his suit where my hand is. When you pull it away, you see 111. If you look at the other side of the card, which is here, there is 3 ones on one side, there's 3 ones on the other side, and there's a cross 1111 in the center, and the sword, or whatever you want to call it, the staff, it says yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white. These are energies. It's like the barber's pole. It's almost like telling you to look at the roulette. Okay, you see a gap in his neck. And the blue, don't you see how little blue is on this one? Look at all the blue. Blue belongs to Beta, female side of blue. So you have to look at the cards and search out the colors. Now, one explanation in this card, take a look at the 2 colored diamonds. This card explains to you, because every card is different. The diamond's black, and the diamond's red, and it's on a bicycle card. Bicycle card. Bicycle B, this company knows something. Follow this company, check it out. Okay? If you fold this car in half, the 2 angels' wings come together and they create a new design. God created designs. Why? Because when the little girl or little boy comes up and they grab a scissors, and they grab a scissors, and they grab a card, they grab a card like that. And then they fold it, and then they go, and they cut, and they cut, and they cut, and they cut. Ah! What happened? Ah! Is it a seed? Is it a lemon? Is it my eyes? The lemon is cut this way. Okay? So now that I cut it this way and I cut the lemon, my actual try was to try and cut the round spot out of the center of the dice. And I screwed up and turned it into a lemon, because we start on the card on this angle. So sometimes you'll cut into the card this way, but if you cut into the card this way, it designs part of the all-seeing eye. Now you can say to me, hey, that ain't the all-seeing eye. That's not this, and this is not that. No, you don't understand. Okay? And I don't understand. Things were put together to be made as one. Okay? This is just part of an explanation of one theory. And I know it's a good theory because the lemon does look like this. The eye does look like this. And you know what? Fits on my nose too. Hey! My nose has got a card. I wish it was a girl. If it was a girl, I'd have a lot of fun. If she was on my nose, I just have to stick out my tongue and hold her up. I stick my tongue in. They say the blind have the eye at the end of the tongue. So when I go up to the girl, I say, we go down. She says, yeah, you go down. She says, you take out your eye. I said, I take out my third eye. And I clean up the spot. I go down to God because God is on a string. God is on a string, he would be the G string. And you would get God all the time, splitting up your toes, splitting up your butt, and splitting up those beautiful lips. Pearls. Pearls and pearls. Thank you. Gotta go to work. 10 minutes of a video that said not much. But that's okay. Diaries. Diaries don't always say things. Diaries don't always tell stories. But the diaries have secrets. Diary. Diary. When we say different words in different languages, the whole word becomes a different word, so the definition is completely different. So we travel from one language of French to English to Spanish to Greek to Hebrew. We come back with Arabic, Lebanese, Iranian, English, and French again. Anyways, the end of the story. I'm not even publicizing this. If it gets publicized, it's because God wanted me to do it. You see my two rings? Strike ball and pull with the 2 ball. So I got 2, 5, 13, and 10. 7, 30. 2 and 5 is 7. 20, 30. Total's 30. Total's 30. 3 worlds. 60 for man. And what do I count for? My father told me what I count for was pretty cool. He said, not much. So I looked it up in the dictionary. Not much. How much is not much? He says, very little. He says, well, if you're very little and you're not nothing at all, he says, at least, the least you can be is 1. I'm full of spirit. Then I'm full of soul. Well, then I'm full of... My father says to me, he says, you're full of shit. I said, Dad, spirit, heaven, of the Ibra transfer? Shit. I said, thank you, Dad. Of course I'm full of shit. How do you think I got here? They filled me up. They stuffed me in. They blew me up. My father says to me, you look like hell. I says, oh my God. Heavenly world, life of both I and the L angel. I said, Dad, oh my God, I love you. How do you know so much? You told me you don't like my work, yet you're telling me all kinds of crap. Oh my God, crap, the dice game. Life is a crap roll. My father knows it all. But don't go meet my mother, because she's still with the principal. She wants to get the final facts to make sure if I'm going to play the game, that I play it right. Thank God I have a mother to help and show me. Then I have sisters and brothers. It's almost like the sister and the brother of the mountains. Where's my sister? Where's my brother? Who are these people? They're connections. They're family members. They know who you are. Hooray! That's the difference. I got a smile on my face because life is great. Didn't say it was easy. It's good. Want to take a look in the background of my picture, what it looks like in the dark? Try and look at that picture and figure out what it is. The picture in the background is your ghost of your life. It comes out of the design with your fingers, but yet your fingers aren't scary. But once your fingers and your mind go together to project it in the background, just like we are projected into life. Life is like a butterfly. We fly without those wings. We change who we are all amongst the things. The trees blow in the wind and find there's only one. That when you have just one only thing, I'm going to end it right here. This ain't even coming on. I'm just fucking...